In today's feature, we're diving into one of the most lethal air-to-air weapons in the Philippine arsenal of the AIM-9X Block II Sidewinder missile. This isn't just any missile, it's a next-gen weapon system that's changing the way aerial combat is fought across the world. And yes, this missile is now part of the Philippine Air Force's growing inventory, aligning our defense capabilities closer to those of our allies. Welcome to Motor Authority Philippines. We normally talk about machines, technology, and innovation, and today's topic perfectly fits the bill. We're bringing you deep into the systems, upgrades, and strategic value behind the AIM-9X Block II, a missile that has reshaped the modern dogfight. To understand why this missile is such a big deal, we need to start with a bit of context. The AIM-9 Sidewinder family has been in service since the 1950s. That's over 70 years of continuous evolution. What started as a relatively basic heat-seeking missile has become a precise, agile, and deadly smart weapon. The AIM-9X Block II is not just a continuation, it's a leap forward. So what makes the Block II so different? Let's begin with its guidance system. Earlier versions of the Sidewinder relied heavily on infrared heat signatures. They could lock onto the hot exhaust of an enemy aircraft but were limited by range, angle, and countermeasures like flares. The Block II changes all of that. It still uses infrared tracking, but it's coupled with a highly advanced imaging infrared seeker. This seeker has significantly better resolution, and more importantly, it can identify targets even when they're partially obscured or attempting to jam or spoof the missile. The AIM-9X Block II also features a lock-on after-launch capability. That means it doesn't need to see the target before it's fired. A pilot can fire the missile and then use their aircraft's sensors like a helmet-mounted display or radar to guide the missile onto the target while it's already in flight. This is a game-changer, especially in close-range dogfights where situational awareness and reaction speed can mean the difference between life and death. Another major upgrade is its data link. The Block II can receive in-flight updates from the launching aircraft. So if the target moves or changes its speed or course, the missile adjusts its trajectory mid-air. That gives it a significant edge over older missiles that follow a fixed path once launched. Let's talk range and speed. The AIM-9X Block II has a range of over 35 km, significantly better than previous models, and it flies at speeds over Mach 2.5. That's roughly 3,000 km per hour. It's designed to engage both supersonic and maneuvering targets, whether that's a fighter jet or a cruise missile. One often overlooked feature is its maneuverability. The Block II features thrust vectoring, allowing it to perform extreme turns mid-flight. In close combat situations, it can outmaneuver many defense systems and evade flares or electronic jamming. That's a level of agility that makes it extremely hard to defeat. Now, let's zoom in on what this means for the Philippines. In 2024, the Philippine Air Force received its first batch of AIM-9X Block II missiles as part of the modernization program. These were integrated with our FA-50PH light fighter aircraft, which have been upgraded with compatible launch rails and software to fully utilize these advanced missiles. The result? A massive boost in both offensive and defensive air combat capabilities. Previously, our Air Force relied on older generation air-to-air weapons, which, while still effective, were limited against more advanced threats. Now, with the AIM-9X Block II in our arsenal, the Philippine Air Force can engage threats more quickly, with higher accuracy, and from farther distances. This isn't just about raw firepower. It's about deterrence. In a region where airspace violations and aerial threats are becoming more common, Having a missile like the AIM-9X Block II signals that the Philippines is serious about defending its skies. It also strengthens our interoperability with allied forces, especially the United States, which also uses this missile across its fleet of F-16s, F-18s, and even the 5th-generation F-35. It also opens the door for joint operations. During joint military exercises like Balikatan, Filipino pilots can now train with American counterparts using similar systems. That builds coordination, confidence, and tactical readiness. There's also an economic side to this. While these missiles don't come cheaper, each AIM-9X Block II costs around $400,000, the investment is strategic. Compared to the potential cost of losing an aircraft or the lives of pilots in a conflict, the value is clear. Plus, acquiring these weapons often includes logistical support, training, and technology transfers that benefit our broader defense infrastructure. Critics might say the Philippines should focus on ground and naval defense. And while that's true in a holistic sense, air superiority is crucial. In any modern conflict, the side that controls the air has a massive advantage. The AIM-9X Block II doesn't just shoot down enemy planes, it denies them the ability to operate freely in our skies. Let's also not forget, this missile is designed with future warfare in mind. With developments in drone warfare, hypersonic threats, and stealth technology, having a missile that can adapt and upgrade is vital. The Block II is software upgradable, meaning new capabilities can be added without replacing the missile itself. That's a smart investment, future-proofing our forces for the next decade and beyond. There's also speculation that the Philippines may pursue more advanced versions, like the Block III, or even cooperative development of future air-to-air systems. But for now, the Block II represents a major step up, and it's already having a strategic impact. So, to wrap things up, what we're looking at here is more than just a missile. The AIM-9X Block II Sidewinder is a symbol of modernization, deterrence, and commitment to defending Philippine sovereignty. With it, the Philippine Air Force takes a major leap forward in capability, aligning itself with some of the most advanced militaries in the world. From infrared seekers to thrust vectoring fins, from data links to beyond visual range capabilities, so this is high-tech warfare, and it's now part of our reality. This is Motor Authority Philippines, bringing you closer to the machines that matter, both on the ground and in the sky. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an update on the latest in military and defense technology. Until next time, stay sharp, stay smart, and stay secure.